once a year.
First activity that we conduct is getting these young girls or women from the danger that they are facing and bringing them into this home.
Most people, the skin doesn't go off. It stopped renewing itself about 5 years ago. We make sure we follow the skin cycle.
Join me, Ishime Kathy, every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. as we discuss matters of safety in our lives on the program Safe Life.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
The Journey program on UBC TV is brought to you by Plascon, Color Your World.
Hello viewers, my name is Dr. William Kayongo Seboliva, and I'm pleased to be with you today. I'm a Principal Education Officer in Wakiso District, and I want to take you through my journey. It starts way back in 1979 with P7 in Ichitem Primary School in Mityana District today. After P7, I went to Namutamba PTC and I did a grade 2 teachers college. I'm proud to say I got a distinction and I was the best teacher of all those who qualified in 1979. After Namutamba PTC, I joined Budo Junior School as a teacher. And I'm proud to say in the same year, I was admitted as a student in King's College Budo for Senior 4. Combining my teaching and studies in King's College Budo, the following year, 1981, I was allowed to do my A-levels in King's College Budo, and in 1982, I joined Makerere University. After Makerere University, I had 2 roles. I continued as a teacher in Budo Junior School and as a lecturer in Makerere University. These 2 roles of lecturing and teaching have been with me up to today. And I'm proud to say, after 3 years, after 2 years of teaching as a graduate teacher in Budo Junior School, I became a deputy head teacher. And after 3 years, in 1990, I became head teacher of Budo Junior School. I was head teacher up to 2008. I'm proud of the achievements as a head teacher, Budo Junior School. And I'm proud of my students who are now successful entrepreneurs, engineers, doctors, civil servants in Uganda. I'm proud that I did not only produce academicians like Wachiku, who scored 100 in mathematics both at O-level and PLE, but I also mentored Kiprotich, I mentored Kiprop, who have become national pallbearers in athletics. Budo Junior School was a powerhouse in music, dance, and drama. Budo Junior School was a powerhouse in debating, in co-curricular activities, and many other aspects. Since then, I have been able to go to the University of Phoenix, Arizona, and got my master's and PhD. And I'm proud to say I am a lecturer, both international and locally. Schools have got a lot of challenges. And I think one of the major challenges that I faced was that some parents were not really supporting the work that was going on in school. Okay? So not some of the facilities that we had at the time were not commensurate with the developments that were going on in the country. The expectations of some parents were not being met because the school income was slightly low. And sometimes we were not able to meet our expectations as a school. But by and large, we started on a road to development. We started on a four-floor storied classroom block, and I'm proud to say it's the hallmark. It's done and dusted, and it's able to hold all the classes at Budo Junior School. Unfortunately, Budo Junior School had a fire. Our dormitory was engulfed in fire, and 13 dear girls lost their lives. That was a terrible problem, a terrible incident that will never go away in the hearts and minds of Budonians, parents, and pupils and teachers. It's an incident that I'm proud that as Budonians, we have been able to rise up and above this incident. I am requesting the police to come up with the final verdict of what really caused this fire at Budo Junior School. But I'm proud of the teachers, I'm proud of the parents, I'm proud of the young boys and girls who were able to go through this incident and remain strong as Budonians. My vision is to see Wakiso being on top, a top district producing integrated learners who are ready to serve Uganda in all aspects. Our mission is to implement government policies in schools in such a way that quality and quantity are catered for in implementing both academic, spiritual, and physical training of our boys and girls. Our aims and objectives: number one, implement the new curriculum to its fullest and make sure that teachers, pupils are all embracing this curriculum. Number two, making sure that pupils' bodies are well catered for using co-curricular activities. Co-curricular activities include music, dance, and drama, athletics, ball games, but also going out to do gardening and participate in societies like Boy Scouts and Girl Guides. Government is implementing a new curriculum. The curriculum is a very good development for Uganda, for our boys and girls. What is education? Education is what remains when everything that we have been taught in school has been forgotten. So what we learn with our own hands, what we acquire with our own participation, tends to last longer with us than what we are fed by the teachers. The new curriculum wants the teacher to point somewhere, but to let the student discover what the teacher, where the teacher has been able to point. We don't want to tell the student what is there where we are pointing. We want the student to discover what there is there where we are pointing. That's the new curriculum. And the policy that was announced last week of having gadgets, smartphones, computers being brought into school by our learners is in line with the new curriculum, because we want our students to be involved as much as possible in the discovery of information. Then the smartphones, the gadgets are important in our road to implement, to internalize, and have the new curriculum going well in our schools. The old curriculum, in the old curriculum, a lot of work, there was a lot of pumping, there was a lot of work, there was a lot of rote memory. We fed students with materials that they crammed in their heads. But what you cram, what you see, you normally forget. What you hear, you normally forget. But what you do with your hands stays with you for a long time. So the old curriculum, in the old curriculum, 70% of the work was what the teacher was doing, and the student was doing 30%. And unfortunately, because of weakness of the system, teachers tended to give the students 100%. And the practical work, the involvement of the learners was very limited. In the new curriculum, the learner is actively involved, because even at O level, we are even capturing continuous assessment marks that have arisen out of practical work that we have done in school. Those marks are now captured and will form part of the final assessment for O level under the new curriculum. And gradually, we will be able to achieve this even at P7 level. But the main difference between the old curriculum and the new curriculum is that in the new curriculum, there is a lot of involvement of students in the discovery of material, in the implementation of the curriculum, there is a lot of involvement of the student. The student is an active participant in the teaching, learning process. Some of my achievements in this position, I'm proud to say I have been in charge of games and sports, and Wakiso is a powerhouse in games and sports. Wakiso is a powerhouse in music, dance, and drama. Wakiso is a powerhouse in academics. I help my teachers and I help my head teachers in developing what are called school improvement plans. These are called SIPs in brief. The school improvement plan is a document, is a planning document. We schools are required to have visions, a vision. A school is required to have a mission. A school is required to have objectives. But using the available resources, a school is then required to come up with 5 minimum areas of change that they work upon in a particular year. This way, we shall be able gradually to see change. The Japanese have got a phrase called Kaizen. Kaizen. Small additions, but don't go backwards. Make little improvements, but don't go backwards. This Kaizen is being implemented in Wakiso step by step, and we are seeing changes in our schools. The 5 areas, each school must come up with its own 5 areas. The first one could be improvement of service delivery, improvement of ambience. What is the nature of your toilets? How do the classrooms look like? What is the compound like? Another area could be academics. How are our pupils performing? A school in Uganda is called a Somero. Even in Rusoga, even in Runyankore, the word school has the element of reading. So we are emphasizing that in every school, emphasis should be on pupils being able to read with understanding. So it's one area where we see you must have emphasis. Emphasis on teachers' professional development. Having what are called continuous professional development workshops in the school. Okay? Then we have got infrastructure. Focusing on infrastructure, you would focus on teachers' housing, teachers' sanitary facilities, pupils' sanitary facilities, the kitchen, the classroom, the school fencing. So these are key areas where a school is said, choose from among these and see what you can be able to do in a particular year. We have got many challenges. Many pupils are not able to even buy a school uniform. Many pupils study on an empty stomach. And a child studying on an empty stomach cannot learn. Many pupils have no love at home. So they come to school to have some kind of love. Because back at home is hell. And these are challenges that we have. We've got schools with very poor facilities. And parents and community are not supporting these schools. But by and large, I am proud of my work. I'm proud of Wakiso District. These challenges differ from school to school and from area to area. But we are encouraging parents to be involved in the education of their children. So we are encouraging class meetings in schools. We are encouraging general meetings in schools. And when schools arrange such meetings, we send officers to go and participate in those meetings. We have got what is called annual assessment. And the annual assessment helps us to see what is happening in particular schools and keeps our head teachers on their tentacles, because there are areas that we are looking for. Data collection, the smartness of pupils, staff meetings and their regularity, and the record and follow-up of what you decide. School management committees, do they hold meetings? Are the meetings well recorded? And is there a follow-up of what is happening? Our own inspection as inspectors, do we visit the schools? Do we leave viable recommendations? And are our recommendations incorporated in the work of the school management committee? We are approaching government about facilities, and we are proud of what the government is doing with our schools. Many schools have received new facilities. I will take one school as an example, Busabala Primary School. Busabala Primary School is along Busabala Road, near Cars Camping Site. It is a school that many people have known over the years. And over the last 4-5 years, government has been able to give us 4 classroom blocks, has been able to give us a staff house, has been able to give us toilets for the girls, toilets for the boys, and the government has been able to fence the school. So these developments have seen Busabala Primary School rise from a school of having 230 pupils to 900 pupils as of now. So government is coming in. The challenges are both for private and government schools. In private schools, we have got problems of some people starting schools when they are not really ready. Some people think that in education, there is a lot of money. So they start schools not to give education as a service, but to get money out of the school. And when we go out for inspection, we see such schools where the value of education is being degraded at the expense of just earning money out of the school. We have also schools that have been put up in swamps. There are some schools in the recent NEMA evictions, there are some schools that have been closed, and this is not good for Wakiso. And perhaps many other schools are going to have the same fate. Our way forward, we want to see schools really giving quality education. Quality education that involves implementing the new curriculum at its fullest. We want to see parents actively involved in the education of their children. One, by providing basic requirements for the boys and girls in school, but also giving the pupils quality time when they get back home. We want our schools to participate in music, dance, and drama. We want our schools to participate in sports activities, because if we can have sports done at all levels, then Uganda should be able to have athletes that can compete at international level. In my opinion, our dear Minister of Education has done a great work as a Minister of Education, because she is there where they share the national cake. Our cut-off from the national cake has gradually increased since she became Minister of Education. So we are proud of the First Lady, Janet Museveni, our Minister of Education, for the work she's doing as our minister, and we pray that she continues doing the same work. We are proud that she's able to go and visit the schools. We are proud for her hands-on approach to managing the Ministry of Education. My appeal to different stakeholders, I will start by our students both in primary, secondary, technical, and university. Each of you should have a goal. Each of you should have a goal, because what you see is what you become. What you see is what you become. So study with a goal. If Ronaldo were to play football in a pitch without a goal, he wouldn't be able to score. So unless you have got a smart goal or smart goals you yourself, you will not be able to achieve great heights. Number 2, be disciplined. Number 3, obey your parents, obey your teachers, obey your lecturers, obey the policies available in your school. Parents, do what you can to be positive parents that participate in the education of your children, giving them quality time at home, but also providing the requirements at school. Go to school when you are invited. Teachers, see what you can, do what you can to internalize the new curriculum and implement it to its fullest. I want to appreciate so many people who have been part of my journey. My dear wife, Beatrice, and my children. I want to appreciate my partners, my former teachers in Bodo Junior School, my parents, my learners, but I also want to thank UBC for giving me this opportunity to narrate my life journey. Thank you very much. May God bless you for God and my country.
UBC, inspiring